Hello guys, and welcome to another tutorial of my how-to series, or on my how-to series. And before we get started, I wanted to say every link, every download, also all the timestamps will be in the description below, so you guys can skip ahead and also quickly download all the stuff required for this tutorial. So today we will be talking about the Garage Music Bot, and first of all I will tell you about some of the things you need to know. So, what is the Garage Music Bot for Discord? It's a Discord music bot that you can use to play music in your Discord audio channels and voice channels, and you can play music from YouTube playlists, from SoundCloud playlists, and I think even Mixcloud. Currently what is not supported is Spotify, but there's a workaround for that, and I'm going to show that to you in a future video. Another question that I've seen a lot in the comments was, will it run without my PC being on? It doesn't run without your PC being on. Because it requires the hardware of your computer to run, so this is a self-hosted bot. If you want something that doesn't run from your PC constantly, then go and search up for the Rhythm bot. That's a good free alternative, but it also has some downsides compared to this solution. Another solution would be for you to use an old computer where you can install this on and let that run 24/7. Or you could use you could rent a VPS and install it on there. Now, what are the advantages of using it? There are several advantages of using it. One of the biggest advantages is latency. Because the Rhythm bot, for example, I'm not sure if it's true, but if the Rhythm bot would be in the US, the latency would be a lot higher if your server is in Europe. Basically meaning that if you host your bot yourself, like I'm going to show you today, that way you will have the lowest possible latency because you're the closest usually to your own server or where your region of your server is. Yeah, another advantage is that you can fully customize it. There's a lot of customizations and configurations you can go through to make your bot absolutely awesome and completely your own bot. Which is really cool. You can't really do that with Rhythm. Okay, so let's get right into what we need to do to get this up and running. So first of all, we will need to get the Java Development Kit, which is the required software for this to run. And since this is a bit more complicated, or a bit more complicated to explain, I'm gonna quickly show you what I did in order for you guys to have the easiest time. Basically what I tried to do is create my own download page for it, because if you go on the Oracle official page, which I will also be including if you want to use that instead, or if my downloads are outdated or something like that, you can use that instead. You basically click on this, so you select the Java SE Development Kit, you click accept license agreement, and then you click here, and you need to click on that so it shows that, and then you click here, because if you have a 64-bit computer you can use this, and if you have a 32-bit computer you can use x86. And to determine that, you can look that up. There's other videos for that. But if you definitely don't care or don't know, basically the latest version, or basically most computers use 64-bit architectures, so you're most likely to get it to work with this. Otherwise, it will just tell you when you're installing it doesn't work. Okay, so let's get to this. And as you can see, when you click on this, you will need to create an Oracle single sign-in account, and I can't be bothered for everyone to do that. And as you can see, you'll have to give a lot of data about yourself, and you have to have a company name and whatever and what so on. So instead of you going through that, I thought, why not make my own download portal? I've looked at the license from Oracle, and apparently it's allowed, and I've also included the terms on my website. So basically you can go to this website that I've also will be putting into the links in the description, and that's like the alternative website if you want to directly download it. So basically there's two versions, the 32-bit and the 64-bit, and all you need to do is click download. And I've already downloaded it, but I'll be showing how it looks. So I'm quickly going to download it. It's going to take a little bit because you're downloading from my server, and it hasn't got the absolute fastest connection. But to skip that, I'm just quickly going to cancel it and use my own copy of it to show you guys how it looks like when you install it. So basically you pull it up, you open it, it will probably ask for admin rights, you click yes. And then as you can see, in terms under this version of the software's license have changed, update license agreement and whatever and what so on. And what you'll click is just next and go through this and just install it as a default like software default way, and that's it. Then you've got all the basics done for this. Okay, so let's get to the next part. Now we will be talking about adding a Discord developer application or creating one. And this is also going to be a link in the description below, so you guys can go at it as well. And as you can see, this opens the Discord developer portal. And what you're going to do next is create a new application. You can name it whatever you want to. I'm just going to name it YouTube Testbot and create. And it looks like this at first. And what you need to do next is go to the tab named bot. And it will ask you to build a bot. I'm quickly going to reset this, build a bot and add bot. Yes, do it. And once that is done, it should look like this. And as you can see, here's the image. You can select an image. I'm just going to use this Java image. Save. And you just have to make sure the bot is set as public. When unchecked, you can only join this bot to server. So you can check this, and you shouldn't need to check this for it to work. At least that didn't work for me. And then you go to OAuth next. Go down to this scopes window, click bot, and then you click copy. And you paste it into a new tab, and it should open this page. Now you select your server. I'm going to use our test server for this. And you will have to verify this captcha. And just select the right images. And once that is done, you should get a tick saying authorized. And if you go on your own server, now you should be able to see the YouTube test bot popping up here. And so far, you're done with this part. So now that you have created your Discord developer application, we can move on to the next part. But don't forget to keep this tab open anyway, because we will need it later. Okay, so I will go to the link for the official Jagrosh MusicBot page on GitHub, and this will show you the latest release. And what we want to get is JMusicBot 0.2.2 Windows jar. And once you have that, we will go to My Documents and we will create a new folder. I'm going to name it YouTube Test Bot. And we can open that and save that file in there. Now I'm going to quickly open the folder, show in folder, and we'll get the MusicBot folder here. So what we can do now is run the music bot, and it will ask for the bot token. So now is where we can go back to the Discord developer applications or developer portal, and we are going to go to the bot section, and we are going to click copy. We're going to paste it in here and click OK. And now we will have to find your owner user ID. Now to do this, you will have to go to your Discord client, go to your server, and go to your settings. Go to Appearance and enable Developer Mode. Then you can click ESC or press ESC or close this window here. And then you can click on yourself and click Copy ID. Now you will paste this into the window. And as you can see, the bot is joining our server, and it should be currently connected. As you can see, it's online. Now, if we want to play anything, we still have to give the bot all the rights to do so. So, it should probably be able to read all your channels, but if it can't, you should probably add rights to it. I recommend creating your own bot role to do so. But for this purpose, I'm not going to do this because it takes some time. So now we can look at the config. We can close this and restart the bot later. So when you open the configuration, and I recommend using Notepad++, link will be in the description, you can see all the settings of your bot. By default, it's set to @mention for the prefix, which means you will have to write at the bot name and then play whatever you want it to play. I'm going to use exclamation mark because I feel that is a lot simpler. And then we can click save and it will be saved. You can also set what game it should be showing. So set default to use default game. You can make the gameplay X, listen to X, watching X. X is the title, so you can add a custom message for it to be playing. So basically the text that shows up below. Song in status is a really cool function. It will actually show the name of the song in the status of the music bot. I'm going to enable this by typing true. Save. Then if you set this, the bot will also have a prefix in addition to. So you can provide a second prefix for it to use another prefix if you need that. MP images, now playing images. So basically you can have it load the YouTube thumbnail. I'm going to let that false. And basically you can also set it to stay in your voice channel even after it finishes the queue. So basically all the songs that you want it to play. Playlist folder, you can set up an alternative folder for your playlists. Update alerts, it will DM you when there's a new update for the bot available. You can also enable lyrics and make it show lyrics, which is a really cool function. And that's basically it. That's all the functions you can have. You can probably also add other stuff, but for now this is basically all you need. Okay, so now we can start the bot again by double clicking on the jar again, and this should give you the window again. As you can see, finish loading, socket connected. And now we're going to go to YouTube to demo this whole thing. No copyright Oh, no copyright sounds. And there we go. No. And we are going to go to Baron Gates, whatever, and copy the YouTube link. And now we can go to General, type !play, and the link of the video. Remember, for this to work, you will actually need to join a channel first. You can just do this by clicking on it like I did. And now, the bot is going to join. Since rhythm is somehow still enabled on this server, you can see this bot works and it's playing this song. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you need any additional functions like external playlists, I'm gonna make some additional videos on that, but you'll have to write that in the comments below. So yeah, see you guys in the next one.